Ever felt like you are making progress with your transformation only to get pulled back into old patterns? What actually is happening is a battle in your nervous system. Now, your autonomic nervous system has been programmed into a past identity, and every time you try to step out into a new future, there is a biological war that's taking place between who you've been and who you are becoming. And today, you're going to get some quantum mechanics that will change everything. So, just stay with me. Now, first things first. You need to understand something fundamental about your nervous system and quantum reality. When you live by the same thoughts, behaviors, and emotions every day, you are literally conditioning your body to become the mind of your past. Think about this. Your brain processes 400 billion bits of information per second, but you are only conscious of about 2,000 of those bits. That means most of your life is running on automatic programs stored in our body. You see, your thoughts and emotions broadcast an electromagnetic signature into the field. So, when you live by the same emotions of the past, you are literally magnetizing, drawing your energy from past circumstances. Now, check this out. When you are living in your old frequency, your brain is firing and wiring in the same patterns every single day. And Dr. Joe says nerve cells that fire together, wire together. So, your body has literally become addicted to the emotional chemistry of your past. Now, we're actually talking about chemical addiction, actual chemical addiction to our stress hormones, to our anxiety, to whatever emotion you've been living by, resentment, guilt. You see, your autonomic nervous system, that's the system that controls all your automatic functions. And it's been programmed to expect the same emotional states every day. And when you try to break out of that pattern, your body literally goes into withdrawal. And just like a drug addiction, right? A sugar addiction, your body's going to fight back. Think about this. If you've been living in stress for years, your body has adapted to high levels of cortisols and adrenaline, right? This has now become your normal state of being. So, your cells have actually modified their receptors to need those chemicals. And that's why change is so hard, because you've memorized being stressed for years. And that's why when you try to meditate or start to relax yourself, your body starts to just freak out. It's saying, yo, where's my daily dose of stress chemicals? Like, come on, like an addict. Like, come on, give me those stress chemicals. You've literally programmed your body to be on go, 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 go. High alert, stressed out, to the point that relaxing is so foreign to it. How crazy is that? That is not your imagination. That is actual cellular withdrawal. I've seen this happen to one of my old roommates. He just couldn't relax. But here's where it gets interesting. There's something called the observer effect. The moment you begin to observe these emotional patterns from a higher consciousness, you are literally changing their behavior. When you are caught in your old frequency, you're operating in high beta brainwaves. That is the survival mode. In that moment, your brain is like a lightning storm, totally incoherent, totally reactive to your environment. And remember this, the moment you step into coherent brainwave patterns through meditation, presence, relaxing, you literally change the quantum field around your body. You go from particle to wave, from matter to energy. The problem is most people try to create a new future while living in the emotions of the past. That's like trying to drive a car forward while only looking at the rearview mirror. It's not going to work. You're too fixated behind you. And here's where most of these spiritual teachers get wrong. They tell you to just think positive, say some affirmations. But if your body is still vibrating at the frequency of your past, Or let's say this another way. If you're feeling a negative emotion and you are saying an affirmation, you're putting spiritual makeup on a biological addiction. Your mind and body are not aligned or coherent. So those positive thoughts, those positive affirmations, they have no emotional charge to it. Actually, they do. They have a negative emotional charge to it. And then your body is like, why you like yourself? Now, the reason this is important is because if every thought were to manifest, then there would be so much chaos in the world, right? The only way for a thought to manifest is if there was if it was charged with an emotion. And if you want a thought to manifest faster, then charge it with a more powerful emotional conviction and strengthen that. Now, let me show you how to actually change your neural circuitry and energy field. And this isn't theory, this is actual quantum mechanics applied to your nervous system. So the first principle, and this is crucial, you can't create a new future while living in survival emotions of your past, like what we talked about. When you are in survival mode, your brain is in high beta waves, remember? You are literally broadcasting a stress signal into the quantum field. And think about it like this. If you've been trying to manifest abundance, but you've been living in a state of lack your whole life, right? Always thinking that there's never enough money in your account. You are constantly overworked, trying to earn your worth, trying to prove yourself, trying to hustle harder. You're sending two opposing signals into the field. Okay? You can't manifest abundance in a state of lack. Here's what you need to do instead. First, you need to get your brain into what is called coherent alpha brainwaves. This is where your brainwaves become synchronized and you can actually access the quantum field or your subconscious mind as well. The easiest way to do this is through open focus meditation. When you close your eyes, you become aware of the space around you, right? And your brain naturally shifts from high beta brainwaves to coherent alpha. But obviously, you got to do it in a more consistent manner. And this has been scientifically proven. So that's step one. Second step is, and this is where quantum physics meets neuroscience. You need to condition your body to a new emotional state before the evidence appears in your life. Okay? Most people wait to feel abundant until they have money. That's backwards. You need to be a master of your emotions. That's what this work is all about. Because remember, in quantum physics, the observer effect affects the observed. So your observation of a potential future reality literally collapses waves of possibility into particles of experience. 3D. But here's the key, and remember this. You can't observe your new reality from the lens of your old frequency. You have to become no body, no one, no thing, nowhere, and no time. As Dr. Joe says. Simply let go of your ego and your identity and your personality. Because when you sit in meditation, oh my God, your body is going to start screaming. Because if you've memorized stress so much, it's going to scream. And that's where the real work begins. Because when you are pure consciousness, until your body surrenders into a new frequency, it's those exact thoughts that show up in meditation, listen carefully, that get in the way of you and your desired reality. And there is a biological sequence that needs to actually happen. So let's go through that. First, you got to get beyond your analytical mind, those beta brainwaves. Second, you got to get into coherent alpha brainwaves. So you got to relax. And next is you got to become pure consciousness, that is theta waves. And then finally, program new emotional patterns into your autonomic nervous system by memorizing new emotions, elevated emotions. And when you do this correctly, something amazing happens in your brain and body. The frontal lobe starts organizing chaotic neural patterns or networks. Your heart coherence increases, and your body starts producing new chemicals. Serotonin, dopamine, oxy something, molecules of joy and happiness. And this isn't some metaphysical theory. This is quantum physics and neuroscience and biology. Because when you change your brain, you're literally changing the electromagnetic field around your body. I'm getting excited. And that field is what communicates with the quantum field of infinite possibilities. So The moment you break the addictions to your old emotional states, you free up all of this energy to create a new future. That's physics. Now, remember, you can't wait for your reality to change before you change your frequency. That's the Newtonian model of cause and effect. In the quantum model, you change your frequency first, and reality has to reorganize itself to match your new energy signature. Now, if you would like to work with me to see where all your blind spots are, and so you can easily create from your desired reality, link is in the description. But now, you understand, it's not just spiritual, it's quantum.